Alright, so I'm building a new rabbit hutch, and before I put the lid on it, I wanted to kind of show off some features here. Um, Now, obviously the roof's not on, doors don't have the hardware, this is just in here. But if you want to see what the hardware looks like, hinges, latch, pretty simple. Um, Using chicken wire here for this upper part because that way I can put water bottles or whatever through it. Haven't had anything break in or out over there, so pretty good. The bottom I use, this is 1 inch by 1/2 inch cage wire, um, which is big enough to let the poop fall through, um, but small enough to stop anybody from breaking an ankle. I lay that down, and then I take a little bit of leftover and bend it up to make this kind of airway area on the bottom there. And then inside, we design it so that you can fit a nesting box in there. And then got the divider here. This is actually nailed, screwed down because my divider didn't go all the way down because hit the notch there. Could have cut it shorter, I guess, but that's just as easy just to screw a little stick in. These are the feeding boxes, and the key to the feeding box is that this is higher than the hole where the food comes out. And if you come around to the back side, show you the feeding boxes. So these feeding boxes here, food goes in here, falls down in there. These can come out if you want to change the size, how much food you have in there. But I've just got some screws down at the bottom there, and that holds, that swelled a little in the rain here, that holds your chute in place. Yeah, and then these would of course have lids like these over here, but I'm going to build those after I put the top on, cut them to size. And yeah, it's pretty basic, pretty basic. And then there'll be a roof on here. We go over to this existing one, we got all the feeding tubes and everything, or water tubes. So my first design was this top one here, and I built these little pens because I was trying to maximize my pens, but I found out that was just way too small from Mama and her baby bunnies. So I ended up breaking the dividers, just had wire dividers in here, to make at least one side bigger. Hi, LaBouffe. Hi, how do you think I've got food for you? Get back in there. Can you latch one-handed? All right. So, yeah. But as you can see, having the chicken wire allows for, you guys have plenty of water left. But then on my next one, I just decided to build them bigger and just do two. So I still have two singles over here that I can store males in if I need to. And then the double size are for the females. And as you can see, I've got lots of pups here. I sure do. And we've got new little ones on the way that we don't want to get overcrowded. I don't know if you can see them in there. But yeah, gonna have to start moving these younglings out, especially these guys. You're definitely big enough. We can hardly call you younglings anymore. Hi, Mama. That's Skunk. Hi, Skunk. But anyway, yeah, on these old ones, I used just the hardware cloth, and that don't cut it, let me tell you. You'll be scooping poop out of there quite regularly because it'll bunch up. And these guys are older and wiser, so they figured out to get rid of everything that could stop the poop from falling through. They also like to poop down the backside here and store it up in there for some reason. But yeah. So that's the Rabbit Hutch 1.0, Rabbit Hutch 2.0, and Rabbit Hutch 3.0.